clapping. As Beyonce says. Hello guys, it's Dustin, and thank you so much for parking your butt here with me today. I'm back with my microphone and a sock. No, we have not upgraded to official equipment yet. Y'all, I'm just gonna keep working with this until we actually start making some money. We did just get monetized. Hey, we gotta celebrate. We officially have ads. Yes, on YouTube, on the video version. If you're an audio listener and you want to support me, watch the YouTube version. Not only is it more fun, you can see my face, you can see my expressions, you can see this cute little background we have with my vintage wall unit full of knickknacks. Also, we have some new knickknacks on here today, if y'all can see that. Clock it. But also, you'd be supporting me. So maybe one day, we can upgrade this microphone to have an actual foam cover on it. Or one day we can have actual good podcast equipment. Although I feel like mine isn't even that bad. Honestly, I feel like my equipment's pretty good and I'll probably stick with it. Maybe I'll put that money into I don't know, getting an actual audio engineer. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this podcast audio isn't the best in the world. And that's because I don't know how to mix audio. So I'm kind of just riffing it. I'm kind of just doing my thing, trying to figure it out. So maybe then. But anyway, we officially have ads. I should have got a little banner that's ads. We celebrate in ads. Yes. Ooh. And those are just YouTube watch ads. We do not have any sponsors. We do not have any audio where I'm gonna stop the middle of the podcast to say ads or anything. We don't got that, but we do just got video YouTube ads officially. It took so long because you have to get not only subscriber, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, I think, but you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. So I was waiting on that watch time hours to get hit, and we officially hit it this week. So I can actually make money off this podcast and upgrade it for you guys, and hopefully one day we create an empire. Yep, hopefully we create an empire. This with Park Your Butt. Park Your Butt will be an empire. Also, I love the comments that I see about the Park Your Butt podcast on my Instagram or on YouTube comments. It's oh, I'm parking my butt for this, or there's a Valentine's Day comment I saw about Park Your Butt. I love when you guys do puns and wordplay with the Park Your Butt. I love not to toot my own horn, but I just love the name of this podcast. Is that too egotistical to say? I love the name of this podcast, and I freaking love it so much. Park Your Butt. It's so fun. It's so fun, and I feel like you guys think it's fun, and you guys are playing with it in the comments, and I just love reading your comments. Also, by the way, I do read every single comment, even on Spotify. If you are commenting on Spotify, just let it be known I am reading your comments. I just can't respond to it because I don't think Spotify lets you respond to them. At least I haven't figured out how to respond to them. But if you're a Spotify commenter, just know I do appreciate you. I am reading your comments. But the only ones I know how to respond to are the YouTube ones. So yes. And maybe that's a sign for you to come over to YouTube. Watch the YouTube. Watch me, the visuals. It's fun. It's a fun time. And anyway, speaking of celebrating, not only ads, y'all, but I have a really, really big, important announcement. Are you guys ready? I am officially no longer single. Hey, what? Oh! And the crowd goes crazy. Isn't that fucking crazy? I don't know if you guys have been listening to the previous episodes. I feel like I briefly mentioned it. Or if you're a patron, then you already know what's up because I've been updating you guys. Okay, plug for Patreon plug. Gotta do this in every freaking podcast episode. I'm sorry. But if you guys are a patron, you would already know the tea because I already be updating you guys weekly on this stuff. The juicy stuff, the really, really juicy stuff is on Patreon. So if you guys ever were why is Dustin never talking about in detail the juicy stuff, the dating stuff, the love stuff, or anything? Today, actually, I'm going to go onto Patreon. I'm going to recap my Valentine's Day weekend. I just got back yesterday from my Valentine's Day weekend road trip where I went to the Bay Area and I went to Monterey. And also I got hate crimed. And that's not even clickbait, but I will tell the whole story time on Patreon. And every single week, I do a 30-minute extended bonus episode. So if you want more of the podcast, go on to Patreon. You get 30 extra minutes each week. I finish recording the main episode and then I keep recording for an extra 30 minutes and I put that onto Patreon. And it's more casual over there. We're just talking. The community there we're close knit. We're like this. If you're a patron, we're like this. And if you're an audio listener, I'm crossing my fingers together right now. We like this. It's just like, it's more manageable. I feel like being able to respond to comments there. Also for the Q&A and advice segment of this podcast, getting deep in the passenger seat, I do get my questions off of Patreon. So many, many benefits. 30-minute extra episode every week, extended every week. You get all the tea, and also you get a cute, tight-knit community where I am more likely, well, I am. I literally respond to basically all the comments on there. And you get to ask me questions. And also you get to pick topics. Again, I prioritize my patrons. I'm sorry, y'all. I love my patrons. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm in a relationship now. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's freaking crazy. It's insane. And I know y'all are like, "What? What?" You're probably shocked. You're probably shocked. Me, Dustin Vung, is a boyfriend. Like, I am a boyfriend now. I am a boyfriend. This is my first relationship ever, by the way, if you could not already fucking tell. Yeah, it's insane. I really don't know what else to say about it. I guess I'll go into more details and like everything on Patreon, but basically, I'm boot up. Shoo-da-ba-doo, boot up. Hey, da-da-da-doo, boot up. Y'all know LMI? LMA? I love that song. That's a good song. I need to play that song. Y'all listen to Boot Up by LMA. My LMI. I remember I tried listening to her album, but every goddamn song on that album had like an interlude or voice memo, and I was like, oh my fucking god. And she was like spelling out the alphabet or some shit. But that song, it's down. Also, I'm dun 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 dun. Trip. I think it's called Trip. Na na, where you go? Da 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 da. Na 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 na. And then na 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 na. Na 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 na. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, what a good. You know, those two are those are bangers. Also, the sun is coming out right now. It's just been raining all day. I've been recording a YouTube video. I'm vlogging today. It's a day in my life, getting out of a rut, getting my life together type video. Anyway, the sun's coming. Hey, the sun's coming. But yeah, guys, I'm now officially in a relationship, which is so weird. I'm very happy though. I'm very happy, and it's honestly feels very like unnatural to say like, oh, I'm in a relationship. I'm not single anymore. What? Like what? And now like I don't know. It's like very relieving almost too. I feel like being single, every time I entered a space, I made it like I had this like pressure in me that I was putting upon myself of like every time I enter a space, whether it being a cafe, a club, going out, anywhere, I'm always on the lookout. I'm always on the prowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking. I'm always scoping. If I'm in a crowd, I'm scoping the crowd. I'm scoping the crowd, seeing who's a cutie, who can I talk to. You know, that might seem like very obsessive and unhealthy, but if we're being honest, like I feel like us in this generation, we're too dependent on dating apps now. So I always made it a point to try, even though like let's be so fucking honest, I did not ever flirt with people like ever. Like I never, even if I did see someone cute, it's not like I was gonna go up to them. But I always like had this pressure still to like look and scope and make sure like there wasn't any opportunity I was missing. Because I feel like when you're single, like at least when I was single, I was always felt this alertness. Like I needed to not miss any opportunity that was given to me. You know what? What does it say? What do they say? When preparation meets luck, an opportunity is something like that. Like I always wanted to be prepared. So, you know, how was I going to expect to meet anybody if I was going to go outside and never talk to anybody? Then how was I expecting to get in a relationship to meet people if I wasn't going outside, if I wasn't making an effort to talk to people, if I wasn't even like looking at my options and looking at my environment? So I used to always have that pressure, and I'd always get down on myself if like I left the situation and I was like, I should have talked to that person, or like there was no one there, or like I was too tired to talk to people. And that would really bother me a lot. And now I don't have to deal with that anymore, which is crazy. And now like if someone like comes up to me, I have to be like, sorry, I'm in a relationship. even though no one ever in my life, period, has ever gone up to me and been like, hey, actually, it has happened to me. I think it's happened to me once or twice. The first time it happened to me when I was thrifting in Goodwill. Keep in mind, this was during like 2021. I had a mask on. This guy comes up to me. I was also like outside now in the parking lot. I was putting stuff in my trunk. This guy comes up to me. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm about to get robbed. Naturally, if a strange man comes up to you in the middle of a parking lot at Goodwill, of course I'm gonna think I'm getting robbed. What? Like, duh. And he comes up to me and I'm like, oh shit. I'm tense, right? And he's like, hey. I'm like, hey. I'm like, I really like your style. I'm like, thank you so much. I guess I had red hair at the time. I dyed my hair orange or something. And I had like a cute fit on, I guess. And I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, do you ever want to hang out? And this took me out of left field because I was like, what? This has never happened to me before. I'm 19 years old. All out of my 19 years of life at this point, I've never been flirted with ever. Ever. So I was like, it took me off guard. I was like, holy fuck, this is happening to me? Like, this is not something that happens to me. This is exactly how I feel about now being in a relationship because I'm like, what the fuck? This is not normal. Like, if you guys have been like watching me for a while, watching my content for a while, you know this is so fucking weird. Like, this is not me. Like, it is not something that happens to me. Quite literally, my entire social media career, I have talked about this. It's been a part of me. You know, this does not happen to me. Getting a relationship and the story that I'm telling right now. So he says that, and I'm like, honestly, I don't think I was vibing. I wasn't vibing with what they were putting down. I also couldn't really see them. I think they had a mask on, so I couldn't really tell what they looked like. But overall, I was just like, I don't think this is the vibe. Knew that was correct when I lied and was like, sorry, I'm 17. I wasn't 17, bitch. I was of age. I was 19 years old. But I was like, sorry, I'm 17. Because I didn't want to be like, no, bye. I wanted to be kind of gentle, you know, which usually I'm not. Usually I'm not like that, and I'm very harsh. But I didn't, it was my first time getting flirted with, getting hit on, and I was honestly just grateful and like flattered. So I was like, sorry, I'm 17. Ha 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 ha. And then guess what they say to me? Well, do you want to hang out when you're 18? What? You fucking pedophile, what? So I say, nah, get in my car, I leave. But I was like, what a weirdo. Huh? Huh? Wanna hang out when you're 18? No, I don't actually. I don't want to hang out when I'm 18, you freak. God damn. And he definitely wasn't young, guys. He definitely was older than me. Okay? He definitely wasn't in his teenage years. I will tell y'all that. But that was creepy as hell. Anyway, I'm a boyfriend now and I'm in a relationship. I'm no longer single. Cool. Crazy. Insane. I honestly wasn't planning on talking about that much, so that's kind of all I have to say about that. Maybe I'll do a whole episode where I'm like, oh, like I did want to do this episode like thoughts from a person experiencing their first relationship for the first time. Something like that. If you guys are interested in that. Also, you guys seem to really love my last episode, my Valentine's Day episode, where I talk about love and stuff like that. So if you guys like want that, let me know in the comments and I'll try to pull up with that. Anyway, for the rest of this episode, I really did not have anything planned topic-wise. I think I'm just gonna riff it. I have a bunch of random topics, but nothing of concise theme. So we're just gonna riff it and we're gonna gab, we're gonna chat. It's gonna be a bit chill, it's gonna be a bit casual. This is a good episode if you are lonely and you just want some company, if you want something in the background, if you want to feel like you're talking to a friend, this is the perfect episode. First off, can we talk about how Ticketmaster is the devil? I have never gotten a pre-sale code. Actually, that's a lie. One time I did, and it was for the Sabrina Carpenter Emails I Can't Send tour. I got the pre-sale code for that. Did I get a good price? Hell nah. Did I spend like $300 for a pit ticket? Yes. Yes, I did. So what was the point of that pre-sale? No clue. No idea. Actually, I think I didn't get anything good during pre-sale because all the good seats were taken. That I bought resale for like almost $300. Anyway, not my proudest moment. But Ticketmaster is literally the devil. Why do they still allow resale? I don't understand that. Also, why does Ticketmaster allow resellers to put the price at however they want? Like, resellers should only be allowed to resell the ticket the price that they bought it, market value. They should be able to, for what Ticketmaster sold it for. I don't know why these websites allow freaking people to put it at like $1,000+. You're insane. You're crazy. You're worse than the fucking Depop sellers. You're worse than them. Fuck you if you're a ticket reseller. I hate you. You're so annoying and you're ruining the culture. It's crazy that we think anything over $100 for a concert ticket is a good price. Crazy. Like, even me, I've been brainwashed to think, oh, I see a ticket that's $150. Oh, that's not that bad. It's nosebleeds. Why are nosebleeds $150 now? Huh? Stupid. $150 should get you floor seats. $150 should get you the best view in the room. Okay? The fact that concert tickets are like $300+ just to get an average seat, fuck you. Did I spend that for a few concerts? Yeah, of course. Because, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. And that brings me to the Cowboy Carter pre-sale. Now, I was not in that war zone, okay? I didn't even try. It's at that point now in my life where I no longer try to buy concert tickets pre-sale. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just gonna wait till the day of the actual concert and see if there's anything of reasonable price. If not, I'm not going. Or somehow if I cop some free tickets, okay, sickening. But I'm not about that. I've outgrown that now. I'm too old of an age. Keep in mind, I'm 22 years old. I'm just not about that life of fighting for some live music anymore. I can't do it, and it stresses me out. Okay, Cowboy Carter is going on tour this summer, and I've been seeing people making TikToks about it. And there was this one TikTok that was like, "I love how we set a budget because as soon as the time starts, like as soon as we're in that fucking queue and we see those prices, suddenly the budget doesn't exist. What budget? What budget? Suddenly, like, there's a ticket that's $500. You're like, guys, actually, I think we can make that work. Yeah, $500. Like, yeah. Keep in mind, our budget was $50. And we're like, oh, $500? Yeah, guys. Like, at that point, like, why even set a budget? Like, that's the concept about, like, we had concept of budgets, but you know damn well, as soon as we get into that Ticketmaster website, as soon as it is our turn in that goddamn 3,586 person ahead of you queue, I'm buying a damn ticket. What? I'm not gonna go through all that work and not buy a ticket. Yes, there's gonna be if there's a fucking $450 plus fees ticket in front of me that makes it $600, I'm buying that ticket. Guys, there's one for $600 though. Like, should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it though? Like, I know we had that budget, but yeah. That's exactly how it goes down. And I'm not proud of it. Also, I saw this comment like showing outfit idea on this TikTok of showing outfit ideas for Cowboy Carter tour. It was just like a bunch of cute like little Western outfits, and there was a comment that was like, y'all know this is a summer tour, right? Like, it's freaking hot. Like, how are we gonna wear these? And I'm just like, baby, we dress for the occasion, not the weather. And I stand by that. We dress for the occasion, not the weather. Sorry, you can't be cunt and stick to Mother Nature's plans. You gotta fight Mother Nature. Okay? Here's a point I wrote in my notes. A boy a toxic hoe if they only follow 10 people. If your crush has a good ratio, baby, I hate to tell you this, but you gotta let it go. It's over. It's over. You don't want him. Trust me. This is your sign. If you are a person who's crushing on a person with a good ratio on Instagram, if they follow under 100 people and have like a couple thousand followers, baby, let them go. If you love them, let them go. If you love me, let me go. You know what I mean? That's what you're gonna have to do, because I'm telling you right now, that boy a toxic hoe. He's talking to a lot of people right now. What are you doing with a good ratio? What are you doing with a good ratio? What are you as a man doing with a good ratio? Why do you care about that aesthetically? Why do you care about your ratio? That's weird. That's weird. And I'm telling you right now, if you're crushing on a boy who has a good ratio, they're either gay or a toxic, manipulative hoe who will gaslight you. And that's all I have to say. That's life lessons from Dustin. When English teachers actually assign work instead of kikiing with the gay student, flirt with boys, or just be pregnant. Why are blonde girls the epitome of beauty? Like, I genuinely don't understand that. Genuinely, I don't look at a blonde girl. No offense to my blondies out there. I love ya. I love ya. But I just never understood why is like a white blonde girl the epitome of beauty. It's like, oh, you are the beauty standard. I never really understood that because I've never looked at like a blonde white girl and been like, wow, you are everything. You are the epitome of beauty. I've never done like I've looked at like POC women. I've looked at brunettes. Like I've looked at them and been like, oh wow, you're pretty. But I've never looked at a blonde woman and been like, oh my gosh, chef's kiss. Like there are pretty blonde white girls, but I just don't understand why they are the top of the top, the creme de la creme. I don't know. I just I don't get it. I don't get it. And every time you see like a guy, like a white guy, they always I feel like are dating like a blonde white girl. A specific type of person though. It's very, very interesting. I don't know. I was just wondering that. I'm like, why blonde? Why? I don't get it. Age gaps. Okay, I want to talk about age gaps. I don't know if my friend's going to be listening to this, and I'm so sorry if you are, but I have to talk about this. I love you so much. But one of my friends, I don't know if I have to ask her for the update because I don't even know. Maybe this is like a done thing. And that's why I'm not like really getting in there with her and be like, girl, I'm trying to pull you out of this. I'm trying to protect you right now. I need to get you out of this situation because it's fairly a new situation where I'm like, oh, like I don't think let's see if this just like fades on its own. It's pretty new. It might not work out. And then I don't have to like be the bad guy and go in there and be like, girl, I need to slap you into reality. I have a friend who is currently talking to a guy and he is a 30-year-old man. He is 8 years older than my friend. You know where they met, guys? They met in the club. They met in the club. In the club. 30-year-old man meeting a 22-year-old girl in a club. In the club. Weird. Okay. And now they're just like talking. They've been on a few dates. I have to still ask for the update. I haven't talked to her in a few days, so I need to like get the update. But she was FaceTiming about it because instantly I was like, how old is he? And then she was like 29, almost 30. I was like, girl, okay, okay. And like I was trying to be supportive. I'm like trying to still be supportive. I'm like, yeah, girl, like okay. But I did bring up the facts. I was like, that is a big age gap. That is a big age gap. But I don't think she was like getting what I was putting down. I was like, girl, granted, I was saying in a lighthearted manner because I didn't want to attack her like that. I didn't want to attack her like that. But I was like, okay, bestie, this is a big age gap. You're very young. This is a grown man who is a financial advisor. Okay, he's an adult. And baby, I love you so much, but I need you to snap back into reality right now. I need you to snap back because like if or I even brought up, I was like, would you imagine if you were 30 years old, would you talk to a 22-year-old man or a boy? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I don't want to be mean. I don't even think I'm being mean. Even right now, I don't think I'm being mean. I'm genuinely just like concerned. I'm like, I don't want this to like turn into anything. I haven't met the man yet. Maybe I need to meet the man. I know damn well I'm gonna post up, see him and be like, oh hey, like, hey, so you're 30? You know she's 22, right? Yeah. Isn't it crazy that you remember 9/11 and we weren't even born yet? Huh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Huh. I feel like it's also situational. But my friend hasn't dated anyone. My friend has never been in a relationship, has never dated anyone, and in general is still new to that scene. So I'm just very protective over her where I don't think your first step into the scene should be like a 30-year-old man. Like tale as old as time. Like we've seen this and we've seen how it goes down. And I'm just scared. I'm scared. And I just love her and I want to protect her and I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And I'm gonna see. Maybe it's just a little fling, and that's fine. I support flings, but from what it sounds like, it don't sound like he just wanted to be a fling. You know what I mean? And I'm like scared. Age gaps are weird, and I have very strong opinions about that. And like what are you as a 30-year-old man? Why do you want to date someone so young? You are in totally different phases of life in all aspects. Ugh, I don't like it. What but maybe if I meet the guy, I'll understand, but I just can't, like, logistically, like, logically, I just stay away from my friend. Another point I wrote, when your friends still like a bitch you hate. This is the worst thing in the world. I don't hate people often. You know, I wouldn't even say I hate this person. I just strongly dislike them. I just don't think they're a vibe. It annoys me so much when like you see this person and you see the problem in them and like I have pretty good judgment and I'm like this person is so annoying. Not first of all, annoying. Second of all, a bitch. Third of all, they're just like sassy and like mean and like not funny and like they don't have the greatest attributes in the world. Yet all my friends are still friends with this person and still hang around in this social circle. It confuses me so much because like so many of my friends are friends with them to the point where I have to keep in contact with them solely because all my friends are friends with them. We're in the same spaces, so I have to do that. But it annoys me so much. And I'm just like, guys, like, and what also annoys me is that all my friends see it too. Like, I've talked to all my friends about this and they see it too, but they just don't care. But I'm just not about that. I'm not about on that wave. You know, my wave is if someone's a bitch, I'm not letting them near me. I'm not wanting to hang out with them. They're not chill like that. But I don't know. Like, it's as if my friends can't see what I see, which is so weird. And I cannot wait for the day that my friends finally wake up and they're like, oh, you know what, Dustin, you're right. And then I can finally block this hoe, block this bitch, because, annoys me. And also it makes me, like, kind of annoyed at my friends because I'm like, I don't know. Also, I feel like they're kind of using this person, which I'm like, that's not chill either. But yeah, I hate that. That's like the most annoying thing when your friends are friends with someone you hate. And it's like, guys, are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing right now? Am I crazy right now? Am I crazy? The concept of gym account TikToks when your body is already good. I've never seen like a fitness like gym TikTok of a dude who is on his journey. Like every time I see a gym TikTok, it's always a dude who's already been lifting for like 4 or 5 years, ripped as F, probably on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Also, I didn't know that people were on like I thought like steroids and just like things like that, like physical enhancers weren't common. Like I thought they were just like things you hear people talk about and like people just like talk about in shows and movies and stuff like I didn't know it was like a normal use thing, but so many people actually do use them and I didn't realize that. So when I would see some fitness influencers who are clearly on something, I was like, wow, I can't believe that I'm going to follow this person. I can't believe they're able to look like that. Naive little Dustin. They're on fucking steroids. Like not saying they didn't have to work hard for their body, but, like, I'm talking about the people who are insane, like, I'm talking Sam Solik, where it just looks so unnatural. Baby, they're on something. They're on something. They're using something. I don't even know why I followed people. I no longer follow people like that, because I don't even want that body for myself. I kinda just want, like, a healthy, lean body. Why are there just so many accounts of, like, just dudes already in good shape, flexing and stuff? Where are the I wanna see, like, the people who are kinda just mid. You know, they might, like, be built nicely, but they're not, like, ripped, ripped, ripped. And I'm kinda over that. I'm kinda over all those gym accounts who are ready like, they didn't show the process. They kinda just went to the final product. Back to concerts, I wanna talk a little bit about concert etiquette. Not really about concert etiquette, maybe just one little point. If you're at a concert, dance. I hate people who go to a concert and don't dance. You just stand there. I just saw this video of Rex Orange County and Raven Lenae performing, and the crowd was just standing completely still. They just stand still and hold their phone up. You're at a concert. Enjoy the live music. You are experiencing like so much magic right now. Live music is magic. It is human connection. It is beautiful. Can you at least put a little shimmy into it? Don't even get me started when I go to a concert with someone who doesn't dance. What a vibe killer. Like you are the worst person to go to a concert with. Like if you don't dance at a concert, you're so boring. I'm the type that goes to a concert, I'm screaming, I'm dancing, I'm vibing. I want to grab my friend and I want to dance with them. But if I grab you and you're just stiff and you don't and you like pull away from me, just know I'm never going to a concert with you again. I'm noting that down in my brain, and I'm never going to a concert with you again. And you might be my friend, and I might love you, but it's kind of like when you travel with friends. Some friends you just don't travel with. Yeah, some friends you just don't go to concerts with. And if you're the friend who doesn't dance at a concert, doesn't sing at a concert, you're boring. How are you just gonna stand there? I don't get it. I don't get how people just stand there at a concert. Kids at the aquarium. Ban them. Ban them. Like I know aquariums are educational. It's good for kids to go. Aquariums are kind of built for kids. But I went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium this past weekend. I was going on a Monday, right? Thinking, oh, we're gonna go on a Monday. Kids will be in school. It'll be less busy because every time I go to a goddamn aquarium, it is so busy and annoying. And kids are bumping into you. There's strollers. Oh my god, there's strollers galore. Worse than a fucking amusement park. If your baby needs a stroller, do not take them anywhere. Do not take them to an amusement park. Do not take them to the fucking aquarium. If they are not cognizant of anything and that they have to use a stroller. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. What is the point of bringing a baby to an amusement park, to an aquarium, and you have to like push them on the stroller? They're not going to remember any of this. At least take them when they can walk, when they can talk, when they can actually memorize stuff and actually be coherent and realize the things around them, where they can actually grasp and like know who people are. It annoys me. And then when we're at the aquarium, like we're bumping into kids, we're bumping into fucking, strollers. There's people posted up at that glass, like watching the sea otters. I'm like, move, move, please. Like, can we take turns? Have you ever thought of taking turns? I swear, they only have 2 sea otters at this aquarium. These people be up posted for like 10 minutes straight. Taking a video with their phone, I'm like, take the video with your phone, sit there for 1 minute, and move on. Leave the glass, let other people have a turn. It's so annoying. I swear to God, these people are there for 10 minutes. I'm like, do I need to elbow you out of the fucking way? I've been waiting in line. It sounds like I'm an impatient prick, but I swear to God, there's etiquette. There's etiquette in everything. I have etiquette. I have manners. I'll stay on the side. I'll stay on the little side like this, like where the wall is, and then the glass is here, and then I'll peek. I'll just peek my head so that other people can still see. That is called manners. That is called decorum. Even though I love an aquarium, though, it's like we went there. My significant other, I guess I could say now. We went to the aquarium and had a little date there, and it was cute. It was like, honestly, I loved it so much. An aquarium date was my dream date. I just love like looking at the jellyfish tanks, especially at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. If you haven't been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, they have this like room of jellyfish. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful, and we would just like watch the jellyfish. That's like my dream. And I wanted my real personal dream is to be able to like just sit in front of the tank and watch them. But it was just like way too crowded to like be able to sit in front of the tanks and watch them. I wish they had like little benches or something that people could sit on. But yeah, ban kids at aquariums. Not actually, but like, I don't know. It'd be like, can I just like rent out? I wish I was rich enough to rent out an aquarium to myself and just be able to like roam around and look at the sea creatures in my lonesome by myself and not having to like be afraid of hitting a kid every 5 seconds because they're just running around everywhere. A note I wrote was sunsets west, not east. I was at the beach because I was in Monterey and we went for a little sunset walk and it was beautiful. It was like pink and stuff, but I was like, where's the goddamn sun? Where's the sun at? We're on the beach, so I was like, oh, the sun always sets west. Maybe the beach wasn't west, but I always assume, being from California, like the beach is always gonna be west. It's always gonna be west. Like that doesn't make sense because that's where the ocean is. That doesn't make sense. So I was like, why isn't the sun setting west? It's setting over there. And also that leads me into how it took me way too long to figure out why the sun would never rise on the beach. Like when I lived in LA, it took me two tries of going to the beach during sunrise and being disappointed to realize, oh, the sun does not rise west. So if you go to a beach in California, you cannot watch the sun rise on the beach because it does not rise in that direction. And I think I was just slow. I just didn't realize that. It took me 2 tries, not 1, but 2. And I was like, this is lame. Where's the sun? Yeah, baby. It doesn't rise west. Okay, it rises east, I think. I should double check that. I should fact check that. But also sunrises, when people say sunrise or sunset, I'm always gonna say sunset. I've never seen a sunrise and been like, wow, this beats a sunset. I've seen way more beautiful sunsets than I have sunrises. And I've been to Nice, France. Like I've been to the south of France and woke up for sunrise, was in the most beautiful Gatorade blue waters, and the sunrise was rising, and I don't think the sun even rose there either, like on the beach. It was like pink. It was beautiful. But I can't sit here and like stand on the fact that a sunrise is more beautiful than a sunset. That's just not true. A sunset is always more beautiful. I've never seen a sunrise and been like, wow. Like, I feel like a sunrise is always not as colorful, not as saturated, not as vibrant compared to a sunset. Like, you could, in California, you could just go to a random grocery store during sunset and it looks like the most gorgeous scene you've ever seen. All right. I also wrote getting hate crimed at Fisherman's Wharf, but like I said before, I'm going to talk about that in the extended episode. Now, let's move on to getting deep in the passenger seat. This is the Q&A and advice segment where I answer your guys' questions and give you guys advice, and I get those questions from Patreon. So if you guys would like to ask me a question, go on to Patreon and ask me there. Today's question is, have you ever had a humbling experience that you feel shaped you? I don't think I specifically have ever had like one singular humbling experience. I think growing up in a small town and then getting into the social media entertainment industry thing, living in LA for a few years, because I grew up in a small town, I am not from a rich family, nor am I rich, and have like no connections, or like I didn't come from a family with connections or anything. Like I had to build this from the ground up. I've always kind of made sure being humble was a priority for me. So anywhere I've been, like I made sure I talk to everyone, I greet everybody, I treat everyone with kindness and respect and equally. And even when I would go to like cool events and um like carpets and stuff like that. I've only been on one red carpet and I was a plus one, but I made sure I was respectful. I was humble. I talked to everybody. I make sure, the people that do meet me, I actually like give them time. Because, when you go to places, sometimes you can tell when people just don't want to talk to you. They don't want to give you the time of day. They think they're too important. And that's so dumb. I think that's a huge thing I have about celebrity culture and just entertainment culture and fashion and everything. It's so pretentious. So pretentious. People think they're better than others. They get a big head, and I've just never been about that. And I think that's why a big reason why I don't really have too much experience with having a humbling experience, because I've just always tried to be just a normal human being. I've always tried to prioritize being humble. And my friends in LA too, while a lot of my friends were in the creative field and are successful, I made sure those friends that I have don't have a big head. I made sure all my friends, whether you're super successful or not, that they were humble. They still felt like normal, real human beings. And I really love my friends in LA because of that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything that's really shaped me. I feel like I've always just kind of growing up. I guess that's my humbling experience. Growing up in a small town, growing up not rich. That was my humbling experience, and that keeps me humble. And honestly, I feel kind of weird when I'm around people who are not like humble and who are super like, I don't know, wealthy or famous or stuff like that. I just feel super, I don't know, if you don't feel human, if I don't feel like I can connect to you, if I feel like I can't be myself around you, why would I want to be around you? I just don't understand that. And I know a lot of the cultures like using each other, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. That just was never very appealing to me. People love networking a lot. People throw around the word networking a lot. But for me, I don't think it's networking. It's me genuinely just wanting to connect with others and be friends. And yeah, on Aux this week, I've been listening to a lot of Olivia Dean, Touching Toes, Dive. Been loving Olivia Dean. She's so great. Been listening to her a lot. I've been listening to the new Sabrina Carpenter Deluxe album. I've been listening to Ooh Baby Baby by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Morning by Marky Bassey, Everything Got Street Park, How Many Miles by McGee, I Like It by DeBarge, Everything is Embarrassing, Sky Ferreira, VCR Home Video by Chloe Keisha, Somebody Made for Me, Emmett Rhodes, Only You, Bronze Avery, that's a good song, Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. Those are some things that have been on Aux. As for movies, this week I watched Before Sunrise. I've talked way too much about Before Sunrise on this podcast already, especially my last episode. I just gave a breakdown of it, so I'm not gonna talk much about it. But I watched Before Sunrise. I watched it on Valentine's Day for a date, and we went to this really cute indie cinema. It's called Dreamland Cinema in Sacramento, by the way. And yeah, it was just like a cute little one-room theater, and love that movie. This has been, I don't know, maybe my third or fourth time watching it. I think it's my fourth time watching it, or fifth. And this time around, I really, really, obviously, I love that movie so much to my soul. But this time around, I actually saw flaws in the movie for the first time, which is crazy because I just think of it as such a perfect movie. But I think eventually, after watching movies multiple times and like having time to sit with it and growing as a human being, like I feel like the first time I watched Before Sunrise, I was so naive with love and just was eating up all the, because overall the movie's really good, so I would just like eat up everything about it. But this time around, since I knew what was gonna happen, and I've watched it a few times already, like I could actually see more of the flaws. And some flaws I saw was like, um, Julie Delpy, which I love her so much, but watching the movie, I just realized she's still a great actress. She's amazing in it. But this time around, I just like noticed the level of acting compared from Ethan Hawke to her. Like, I just wasn't super impressed this time around with her acting. It's really good. Like she's a really good actress, don't get me wrong, but just compared to Ethan Hawke, I just felt like hers didn't feel as natural, and she was like super whispery all the time, and I don't know. I could go on about this for so long, so I will just write that in my Letterbox review, so you can go follow me on Letterbox if you want to go read that. But also I watched Lady Bird again because the person I don't know what to say, like my significant other. What do people say? My partner? I feel like that's so serious. I feel like that's so like serious. Like I just started this thing. Like I've just gone into a relationship. My the person I'm dating, I'll say that. Okay. Has never seen Lady Bird. And when they were visiting me, I was showing them like I was giving them the Sacramento tour, so I was showing them the rose gardens, and I showed them the blue house in Lady Bird because Lady Bird's one of my favorite movies in Sacramento. So I was showing them that. So and they've never seen Lady Bird, so we watched Lady Bird, so then they could get the references of the places I've showed them and stuff like that. It's just really cool to be like, wow, like this house, we were just right in front of this house, and now it's in this movie. It was crazy. Anyways, and we also watched The Birdcage, which is it Robin Williams in it, and it was fun. It was cute. It was a fun, cute little movie. The Birdcage. It's about like this gay guy who owns a drag club, and his son comes and they have to act straight because he's marrying like the governor's daughter, something like that. Something like that. It's something along those lines. It was fun. It wasn't like the best movie in the world, but I thought it was fun. I do have some physical favorites. First up being this Aesop Resurrection hand bomb. I have been wanting to try out this hand bomb or Aesop's products in general for a while now. And since I was in San Francisco this past weekend, they have an actual store. So I visited it and got this hand balm. It smells so good. It has mandarin, rind, rosemary leaf, and cedar atlas. I've only used it like once so far because I just got it. And also it's so expensive. Like it's like $33 for this tube of hand balm, which is crazy. It's definitely like a luxurious thing, and I'm gonna cherish it. I love the scent. It smells beautiful. Also, overall, I just loved the experience of going into Aesop. They treat you so nicely, like they give you tea. It's such like a luxurious experience. You can just try anything, smell anything. It smells so good in there. I was smelling all the hand bombs, trying them all. I also bought like Aesop toothpaste, which is the most expensive toothpaste I've ever bought. It was $17, but what can I say? The packaging was cute, and I needed a new bottle of toothpaste anyways, and I thought it would look pretty sitting on my bathroom. Okay, sometimes it's okay to invest, not even invest, but just splurge on a nice mundane product. Like splurge on that toothbrush, splurge on that little toothpaste. Because if you think about it, it's not like that much money for what it is. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it makes you cherish it more and romanticize it more. Now, when I brush my teeth, I'm gonna feel so luxurious and rich, and it's gonna feel like super like, ooh, like I'm so fancy, you know? And it's gonna make me romanticize the mundane a little bit. But yeah, when I went into the Aesop, I just loved the experience, and I want to go back and like get more stuff, even though I cannot afford that stuff. It is so pricey. But I think genuinely like it's not super crazy expensive. I think it's crazy expensive if you're just buying your daily products there. But if you go in there once in a while to buy yourself like a nice little gift or buy, I think it makes Aesop is such a good gift because it's like affordable but fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you gave someone this hand balm, it's like super luxurious and a good gift. And I also went into Diptyque too because they had a store there. And oh my gosh, I've never been to a Diptyque before, but everything smelled so good. I did not purchase anything from there because I'm definitely not a part of that tax bracket. But I do want to purchase like a Diptyque fragrance because it smelled so good. And even like the Aesop, like the bag that they put my products in, they like sprayed it with a scent and it's still on the bag and it smells so freaking good. And I guess I want to buy Aesop. Okay, basically I'm on a fragrance wave right now. I'm on a fragrance wave. My next fragrances I want to purchase is from Diptyque and from Aesop because they have such good scents. I really love the Diptyque scents. They had a lot of like variety and fresh scents and definitely was more down my alley. It was just like $300, so I didn't buy anything. But I think I'm gonna save up for it, or I might honestly sell some of my old fragrances and buy a new one. Maybe I don't know. If any of y'all want YSL colognes, let me know. I'll sell it to you. They're barely used. They're barely used. Oh, and also I was able to go to a top drawer shop. It's basically like a curated store full of Japanese products, and I had this coupon to get a free bandana, a Japanese handkerchief actually. And look at it. It's yellow. It's so cute. I love it so much. I'm gonna probably tie it on my bags or something like that. I have a few of these that I used to like tie my purse or just use. I generally like use them sometimes to like wipe things and stuff like that. Super, super cute. I have one right there on my lamp right now. For audio listeners, it's yellow with like this striped pattern on it. And the workers there were also so nice too. Like so genuinely sweet. They even gave the person I'm dating that was there with me a free coupon as well, so they got to get a free little Japanese handkerchief. It was so cute. I loved the worker was so nice. And yeah, so those are some of my physical favorites. Anyway, that is pretty much all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for parking about with me and listening. A bit of a chaotic episode, I will say. I hope you guys have an amazing week and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya. Bye.